Good day to all our wonderful followers. Nalbadi malon jilalom tele nata jang pro kany update ol sambale na tembe na melbe finti kan Gambia banko kan. Anyway, bidung update ol metada me wala kerfat wala ni information ol safe ebe mem fo ka wala nyen ko UDP la lawsuit against the presidential advisor nal hakilo bakan United Democratic Party. Ye presidential advisor President Barrow la advisor min keta dusanoti Lamin Cham dembo bojang ani Lamin Kesedi anin Suleiman Kawara ye suit court le wala ye la ko samano dunde court le the Supreme Court of the Gambia pour kiti bungo ye la appointment ojibe kati tolfe ñul man qualified pour ka do woke man sakunda kon especially palasol milbe bul ka fay advisor because ye ha ñina yitande ko ñul mi min drom mu political party la executive for no Gambia loi ni ajibe drom political party la executive wol man naka public office as advisor wol man naka wo do ko kewada so woka na UDP la party nata wolo nata nyim mol samanike sambala kitel so bitan din kite nyin kum fatale mbe wala sambala le na nyam bi anyway jallimbe dunno ko ngata story tuto e la story tudo fanam felenti minketa nal hakilo baka manda nyim presidential advisor la kabirim party ko tango dingol milketa lambo jatati lambo jata na nyol Fatoumata Jahumba Cissé aning gano la leader minketa Sekna Tijan Haidarati UDP ñun dangol fanam be samane kiti bungotala pour ka mexo isaje president Barrow la man sakunda ñul ke appoint ke ambassador tim e la fo fanan aning Gambia la luwal manta kato ñul be mo parti do la executive member so wakan e manyanna ka do ko ke as ambassador nal hakilo ba ka ñen samandol wala ñen kiti le dundala kabrin sero bar bila ñul be kum fata so ni wol result la benana kum faro tata nyaadi la anin kiti bu min fo final e nyim molda mal ñun la appointment or benanga wala bondale ñoto ka faale kibaro mbamu takandame wala ker fatude anyway ka itanda nal badi mal jilalo ndele be GAM-TV to yala jang kana kay update ul sambal be danro kala molla milyalon koy man subscribe sakate subscribe ko video si ake like. So anyway, follow. Me information ol sambalale nan kerfati min safe min bota kiti bonto bi no bota jen sena honorable Darboe min keda UDP la party leader la reaction on towards this judgment in judgment ol tate akoje nyaadi la anin kerfatu la interview wato anyway okay ko nga fale nyamal nal badi malon jilalon telebe GAM-TV to yala jom follow nga kuma e ko UDP claim against presidential advisors fail e ko the Supreme Court e ko UDP ala kitindro walla samano minke presidential advisor le pour que bondi la palaso e ka fail talde kiti bon manson e ko the Supreme Court said the defendants Dembo Bojang Dusano Lamin Cham Henry Gomez Lamin Sidi and Suleiman Kamara were appointed as advisors while holding office in NPP. Now, eko UDP la samano yemindo the Supreme Court wala nyen ko nyim presidential advisor minke da Dembo Bojang Dusano Lamin Cham and Henry Gomez Lamin Kesedi aning Suleiman Kamara ko ñulla appointment wala keke advisor ñun mo kulat mi yalon kan Gambia la loi manta yen samano wala dunde kiti bu ngoy ko kiti bu ngoy jerinde ke ñun ko e ko now the question is whether it's legal. It was legal. The court said they are public officers and not public servants or members of the civil servant. Because I ñene ngaro be dame wala ñene follow fa ñu la appointment wa ning silo tatal fa ning silo manta e ko bar kiti bu waji be le ko akoni mol let mi alon ko akoni mo public servant non leti e manke civil servant nolti ako or members of the civil service so kiti bu ka be ñene ako their appointment has no restriction and it's temporary. The courts further went to say that they can be political. The courts ruled that their appointments are valid. Eko kiti bu e kumfaro ke na me minketa nyi mona no wala nyi molulo la kola. Ko nyu la appointment wala president Barrow en palaso mindi la drong e maluwa tinya ya ke minna atata ni silolla nyul sa do ko keno le ka ko kato nyul ila appointment no are political. In fact, amanke public servant amanke civil servant on nyul mo public servant on la so wakam president Barrow la nyul appointment keke advisalty e ko kiti bu e kumfaro ke karo min wo karo la ko wol la appointment no anin silo tatal so akaman ko UDP la saman ro walle la kitin ro mi ya kenyin advice alla a fail tale UDP man gagné silo alright nga bo to konen ke ngata rambo jata fanan na appointment oji be e ko UDP the Supreme Court said that there is no evidence that APRC was the ruling party in the Gambia from 1996 to 2016. No evidence that APRC is a registered party or Rambo Jata was an official member of APRC. Eko ela samandro minkere Rambo Jata ko fana manyana do ko kele kake ambassador card mole mala yalan ko habi APRC le anda palaso sotogel wota Gambia loi man sowol. Eko kiti bu e kumfaro ke wo fana karola ko Rambo Jata sa do ko ke no la ambassador kotolo. Eko katu kito la jero te man evidence soto kaje ko APRC mon parti le mialon ka register ta imbanko kan walla be mararola imbanko kan kabin 1996 kata fo 2016 ko man evidence so da ka fo ko APRC fanan parti register in banko kan kidi bu fanan ko man evidence so fanan so da ko ke kayitande ko Lambo Jata APRC la official member lo e ko non suit determined in all cases both against the plaintiff and defendant neither side proved their allegations so the consequence is that the plaintiff can relieve the case and bring the evidence e ko ngode kidi bu be min fo ka wala nyen ko UDP parti mi en samanol dunde yin kiti bon tay ma evidence sol samanan kayitande ko nyim mol min kira Rambo Jata nyolti wala Fatu Jahumba Cissé nyol ko nyul mum mol mi yalon ko APRC la executive members wol lamon e ko UDP ma evidence sol samana walante fanan kayitande ko APRC fond parti ko de registered political party le mati ni Gambia banko kan e ko UDP ma evidence so fanan sambana so wokan non kiti bu nati ela samano mi yake Rambo Jata kan anin Fatoumata Jahumba Cissé anin Sirif Dino Haidara mim gano la leader di fanan wokan nan kiti bu nata fay banta e ko ya fay banta le a feltale UDP man succeed nyin silo e ko kiti bu fanan ko de bari han kabi ye chance di UDP la UDP right soto wala sembo soto ni lafta wato wati ye ni evidence sol sotno kayitande ko nyulmu APRC dingol leta kayito felenting waranti APRC mo parti let mi ka register tay banko kan ni ta fo yo evidence sol sotno woto luwaye wo sembo dilal pour ye case mu tay ya appel ya dunde kotenke yo wokan kiti bu bena min tamala woto mo be bena wo fana jël bare ko sign tenting UDP case min sambana aning evidence manta danaka min keda Cheikh Sirif Haidara ti gano la leader anin Fatoumata Jahumba Cissé anin Lamin Bojang mimbe no bur fotun konyum memo parti koto ni fo gafla leader anin Rambo Jata of APRC ko kiti bon ye e bulale free ta ko sa continue la do ko lal fonin wato UDP evidence so against these people is na ka case nim file no anyway nyin kola de ko fa kerfato nata wole kadaba ke ka UDP la party leader min keta loya Usain Darboe ka call telephone la sa dabe campaign trial ka itande minimala reaction ota nyin kote but Darboe de ajikla teta Gambia la court system moral scientific but anyway jallem beta nyata drong sa Darboe bula alfon e la moya nin kerfato la interview la ate case nyi jana anem menati na jikla teta Gambia la court system wala court ho ene
Sidi and Suleiman Kamara. But right now, they're just starting to start the ruling right now. But what we have now, the first ruling that came is the case against Tijan Haidara. Tijan Haidara is the party leader of GANU party, and he was former Minister of Justice during Yaya Jammeh's time. So he set up his own party, GANU, and last presidential election, they had a coalition with the APRC non-alliance. We all remember he was supposed to be their candidate until they did a merger with the GDC. So Tijan Haidara in the court denied that GANU is a registered political party. And the court said there's no evidence that Tijan, that GANU is a registered political party, and that Tijan Haidara is an office holder of this party the time he was being appointed as ambassador. Therefore, because there's no evidence, UDP did not provide evidence of their political party registration. So because of that, the court ruled that the case against Tijan is failed, meaning that UDP did not bring evidence. So that was the ruling in Setijan's case. Now, Fatmata Jahumpa Cisse, who is the current ambassador Gambia's ambassador in South Africa, is a member of the APRC, was former speaker, a member, I think she's the general secretary of the APRC. Don't misquote me, I'm not sure about the exact title. But the court said, the Supreme Court said there is no evidence that the APRC is a registered political party. But even if we assume that APRC is a political party, the plaintiff would still need to prove that. UDP would still need to prove that Fatmata Jahumpa, the time she was appointed as an ambassador, was an office holder in the APRC. Meaning, yes, okay, even we assume that APRC is a political party that was registered in the Gambia, the UDP should have brought proof that the time she was appointed as ambassador, she was an active member of the APRC. So, because the court said the plaintiff, UDP, failed to bring those proof. They did not bring the proof that of her appointment. They didn't have that her appointment letter. Also, to confirm that the time that she was appointed as ambassador, at that time she was an active member of the APRC, even if we assume that the APRC was a registered party. But the court said they don't have any evidence that APRC is a registered political party. So therefore, the case against Ambassador Fatmata Jahumpa failed because there's no evidence that APRC is a registered political party. Also, there is no evidence that the time that Fatmata Jahumpa Cisse was appointed as ambassador, she was an active member of the APRC. So that is the court's ruling on Fatmata. Again, the same conclusion for, in these cases, the court has taken the following decisions. Okay, so I'm getting updates for the other ones. So in the case against Lamin Bojan, the court also said that there is no evidence that Lamin is a member of the ANRD and that the
UDP structures that are dormant have been rejuvenated, and of course other people who belong to other parties, they are now convinced that UDP is the answer to Gambia's problem. That is why you have this investment.
This is the same. I see the same route throughout in the North Bank and in Farafenni, especially in Farafenni, but now in Basse. And some people like me are saying, how did it happen? But there are claims that you people are importing people from the neighboring country, Senegal. How true is that?
Well, we hope I use the resources to do that. That's certainly up to fault. Right? We've done with less than 100 people, so we are not important people. These are Gambians. We went to meet them in the local. If you see the way they are dressed, you know that these are the local producer people. So there's no iota of truth in what they are saying. I think they are shocked to see that their base has been penetrated, particularly Upper Salu.
Yeah.
We are 15 countries into Upper Salu. Yes.
How was, I was going to come there. Upper Salum, the pictures and the videos that I saw from Upper Salum was kind of, for me, was like, really, how did this happen?
Again, it happened through gradual mobilization, as well as people feeling disappointed, people realizing now they had always been back in the wrong course. So now they are now convinced that UDP is the answer to their problem. One of the villages in Upper Salu, can you believe, since 1965, when Ghana became independent till now, they are asking for water. That's really inconceivable. I gave them no promise, but I can tell you here that I'm making arrangements for that place to have a borehole.
Okay. So what is UDP's message to these people? Because I know when the president goes on the president's Meet the People tour, he is promising them what government is going to do. What is UDP's message during this Meet the People tour?
Well, our message to them is that no, we believe that the human capital and how to develop human capital. That is it. Develop agriculture, have a good health service delivery system, have a good educational system, and then you build a nation from that. That is what we tell the people. You can have all other developments, their foundation is really on the human capital. And of course, we produce documents. The Gambia we want documents. The Gambia we want documents too. That is uplifting Gambia from a least development country to a mid-income country, and subsequently to high income nation. That's what we want to do. We are learning a lot from Cape Verde, which was gained independence at the same time in Gambia, and Gambia was far ahead of Cape Verde when both of us went independent. Cape Verde had to come to Gambia to study to how to improve on their tourism, how to develop their tourism. But now they have overtaken us. They are now in the middle income level, and this is what we are doing. And this is what we are telling the Gambian people. We have to get ourselves out of this cycle of poverty. We can only do this by addressing the key issues that catalyze Gambia's move from a least developed nation to a low-income nation to a mid-income nation.
Yeah. So I know I'm not gonna hold you any more longer. I'm doing updates because we are covering the ruling at the Supreme Court right now. What we have so far is that the UDP's claims against Fatoumata Jahumpa Cissé, against Sheikh Tidiane Haidara, against Rambo Jatta, against have all failed, and the reason is the UDP. There's no evidence that all of these people, APRC or GANU or ANRD, are registered political parties. And then there's no evidence that the time they have been appointed, they were holding those positions. What is your initial, the other one that we just got is that the first defendant, Dembo Bojang, was appointed, the ruling is he was appointed as advisor while holding office in NPP. Now, the question is whether it's legal or not. That's what we're waiting for. But the other ones, you have lost the case. What is your initial reaction?
Well, my reaction is I'm disappointed. I don't think the Supreme Court has that time to look at the documents properly. And when they to say that this program, look, how can anybody in his same mind dispute that APRC is a registered political party? Party that ruled the Gambia for so many years, and this will be admitted being members of that party, and they admitted being office holders in that party. All they said is that, but we resign after all. That's what I said. That is what I said. So I have not had any proper briefing by my lawyer. We are waiting to hear. We are waiting to hear that. But I can tell you this from what I have seen. I'm going to apply. I'm going to ask my lawyers about whether we can apply the review, because you cannot really take hide behind lack of evidence. When they all admit that yes, President Haidara admitted that yes, he is leader of GAM, but he resigned, and it was that, and this was government but resigned. Can you resign from the political party and then there's no evidence? Anyway, I'll have to wait for my lawyers to give me proper advice. And certainly, I don't think the Supreme Court is doing justice to the Gambian people. I don't think the Supreme Court is really reading. Their documents to process that before them. If they did read those documents, they cannot be right. In fact, they lose the confidence of the Gambian people to say that APRC is not a political party. There's no evidence. Constant judicial notice, these are notorious facts. That constant judicial notice of which party has been elected Yahya Jammeh. Which party? Was it not APRC? For me, they are making Gambian people lose respect for themselves, just to lose respect for the ministers of justice. But I personally, these civil cases will not make me lose confidence in the ministers of justice in the country, but it makes me feel very disappointed that eminent people with sound legal mind, well-educated people like that, can come and give such type of judgment. It is quite, I think it's not doing good for our country. It is not vindicating our country. It is in fact giving credence, stability to some of this loose stuff that goes around town. I see how people are using the information on the social media, and that is showing them, look, you people, are you in your right mind? Who can dispute that yourself is a religious political party? And on the pleading, these people, they admit this fact. And now you say that there's no evidence? They have always said that what is admitted needs new proof. But I'm waiting for better trial. And in the next couple of days, I am back in Banjul, and I hope that within that period, we will be able to put the necessary review application to the Supreme Court. Again to the Supreme Court, that will be a panel of study. I think a panel of study, let them review it, and I hope they'll come to the assent. Supreme Court has made rulings in the past, dismissing cases or allowing them, but and they have been reviewed.
The Supreme Court, your election petition case was dismissed based on procedural issues, and this one also, this court is saying you did not bring evidence of any of these claims that you're doing. You said this is making the people lose confidence in the court, but they are saying you have not proven your case. You have not brought evidence.
What I'm saying is that the pleading, it is quite clear on the pleading. What are you resigning from when you say that I have resigned? And in fact, there's no sort of publication placed before them. The government goes before it. Fatmata Jampas announcing that Fatmata Jampas is has already from this point, from happening from exceptional of this year, Amunyasi, the spokesperson for APRC, made that announcement.
Yeah.
In the face of that, what more evidence do you need? In the pleadings they admitted, what more evidence do you need? Justice Hydra admits that, in fact, after his appointment, he resigned. So he resigned that with Afghan. And admitted that Afghan is a registered political party. What evidence do you need? Now, for the petition thing, that is his personal me. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm fighting for. But this is for the Gambia. That adherence to the Constitution. That is for the benefit of the Gambian people. And really, when the Supreme Court comes out in this way, it is shocking. And with all due respect to these eminent judges, I think they have done a great deal of injustice to the Gambian people. They have really not looked at the document before them. They really failed to really appreciate the statements that we have made in that newspaper. I think this is the standard, which was placed before them as in evidence. You cannot ignore those and say that's not evidence. Maybe you want to say that I am not attached much value to that evidence. But to say no evidence, I think that is absolutely wrong. That is absolutely wrong. They could say that the way they want to attach to it. But to say there is no evidence, that is absolutely wrong. We produce meetings of Congress. It is only political parties that hold Congress. You have to beat us before them. So what? Anyway, when I come back, my lawyer will, I have a position with my lawyer. He will apply to have the case reviewed. Yeah, and then if they wish to perpetuate, violation of the Constitution, let them do so. Let them do so. And this is really be very political. It's very political because we see that the sacred trust of the Gambian people in the Supreme Court, is gradually being ignored. I won't say betrayed, but it's being ignored. Yeah.
You have always been an advocate, supporter of the judiciary, but the tone that you are speaking today, I'm getting a different tone. Why that?
No, because all those other issues, we are personal to me. Like the petition cases were personal to me. Yeah. So people might think that yes, it affects anyone elections, but then it was me. And then the results, that went against me. I was contesting it. So if there's any thing that comes out of it, I'll be, personally, I'll be benefiting from it. But this one is the Gambian people. It's the entire Gambian people. So, really ignoring the documents before them, I think, is doing a lot of justice to the Gambian people. So that is why I'm thinking this way, But as I said, I still have confidence in the administration of justice because the Supreme Court is not the only, it's not the only court, in the entire judicial system. You have the magistrates, you have the High Court, you have the Court of Appeal. So you cannot put all of them in the same category to say that no, you can't. And in any case, cannot say anything about them for all cases. But I think this one, they've really done monumental injustice to the Gambian people. And you have to point out that. With all due respect.
Thank you very much, Honorable Darboe. We'll hopefully, when you come back, we can have a longer interview.
Yes, I think when you come back, we'll have an interview.
Yes.
And I'll play before you will see the stuff. You see what is waiting for the Gambian. I think it's saying that except so and so and so. Except that Ghana is a registered political paragraph so and so is denied. So you admitted that Ghana is a registered political. And leader of what? Leader of course, not leader of a political party. It was one,
So
and of course, it also clear that Ghana was one of the political parties that went into alliance with APRC. That's admitted.
Yes.
So what more evidence do you need that Ghana is not a political party? What more evidence do you need? Anyway, okay. I'm happy that you brought this to my attention because I have not been contacted by my lawyer yet.
Actually, right now the court is in process. Right now, they finished with the ambassadors. They just started the deliberation on the presidential advisor. So.